Hey guys, what's up? This is Nisa, and welcome back to this week's episode of Barely Listening the Podcast. I just really have a bone to pick right now because I literally just recorded an episode in its full entirety, okay? And I was getting ready to edit it, and it was really good, and I just deleted all of it. I deleted all of it on accident, and I didn't delete the video, but I deleted the audio, and I was wearing a really cute outfit. A really cute outfit. But that's just a sign that I have to hold out on that, and you guys just get this for now. And then once you unlock that next level, I'll stop being an undercover baddie, and I'll start being an actual baddie, okay? Okay, guys, today's topic is going to be about how I'm not a bad communicator. I just don't want to communicate, and I don't feel like everybody deserves my communication. So, when I say this, I mean that, if something happens, I am equipped with immense emotional intelligence, and I know how to say it, when to say it, why to say it, who to say it to. I'm code switch pro, okay? But I just don't feel like everyone really deserves my closure and my presence, if that makes any sense. I know there's a lot of people out there that, I'm not necessarily going to say struggle, but have to deal with the same things constantly. And after a while, it gets a little hard because people start to put this, how would I explain it? I feel like mostly it's family that starts to put this, bubble in their head about you because the way you, lack communication skills with them, they think it's just you're a bad communicator, but you just really don't want to give that the energy because that's not what really is making you feel good at that point. So yeah, and then we have a mentally I'm here segment, we have an unqualified but certain segment, and then I'm just going to be talking a little bit more about my lack of communication skills. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to be diving straight into mentally I'm here, and for this bit, it's been one that I've been thinking about for a while. And it's the fact that I will put myself into parasocial relationships with people that I only really know from off Instagram or on TikTok. And not saying it's in in a romantic way, but I'm saying I'll see a girl and I'll think she's an absolute fucking baddie. And I'll be like, oh my God, I need to be friends with her. But I just don't feel like it's in my grasp or in my reach. And it feels really unrealistic. And there's one girl in particular out there. One girl. I'll never say her name, but she is literally, in my eyes, perfect. She's 100% perfect, okay? And I just love her so much. I love seeing her post. I love the few times I get to see her in real life. I feel like every time I talk to her in real life, I just fumble the bag. And I feel like I fumbled it three solid times so far, so I don't think there's a comeback in my future, and that kind of makes me sad and it breaks my heart because she seems really cool and she seems like a lit ass person. I'm getting over a really bad sinus infection right now, and I just feel like I keep getting fucking sicker and sicker and there's no stopping. And mind you, I used to work with kids for 5 years. I only got sick probably one or two times, really bad, but it was never super sick to the point where I ever called out of work or anything. But since I work at this fucking restaurant, I'm getting sick at least once a fucking month. Once a month. This is crazy, and I usually have a crazy good immune system, but I don't know what's going on. To be honest, I just don't know what's going on. And it shit's getting tough. Real tough, okay? But yeah, that's where I'm at mentally. I'm in a parasocial relationship with IG baddies that I think are my friends in real life, but I don't think they would fuck with me in real life. Don't think of that when I say that in a pick-me way. Think of it in I have crippling social anxiety way, but also I'm a social butterfly. But I have bad anxiety too, okay? So moving on from that, we are going to be hopping straight into Unqualified But Certain. This just feels so wrong because I literally recorded all this earlier and I have to do it again, and I don't feel like I'm giving you guys really what's good. Okay, here's one. And this is a very open-ended one, and it says, I don't like explaining myself because the real ones just get it. Like, bitch, if you're confused, maybe you just don't mean to understand me. Like, you're just not meant to understand me, okay? Like, you don't know that my brain literally moves a mile a fucking minute. And it gets hard sometimes because a lot of people aren't on my same wavelength, and it just fucks up the whole program. Okay, something stupid I can think of for this is like, I am an avid cabinet ketchup warrior, okay? I can't have refrigerated ketchup. I have to get it from the cabinet or from the pantry. And the people that get it, like, they know it's good, but the people that are like, you're fucking nasty, bitch, this wasn't meant for you, and you're actually dirty as fuck. So clock that. But another honorable mention for this is, I do not fuck with the gentle parenting, and I don't believe in that bullshit. That shit is literally a fucking lie and a scam. And everyone that is doing the gentle parenting is setting up their children for failure right now. These kids really don't know what a bad day is. Because I know my generation, you fucked around and you found out. Whether you liked it or not. And specifically me growing up, if I was even in association with some bullshit or some fuck around, I found out. I found out real fucking bad, okay? There was one time, I remember this like it was yesterday. I was in 5th grade. My teacher was Miss Shawana Johnson. I had a D in the class, and I didn't really have a D. She just like she literally mismarked something. Mind you, I had never, ever, ever got any bad grades. My grades were always super good. And she accidentally mismarked my grade, and it was a D. And my mom confronted me about it before I went to school. And she was like, why the fuck does it say this, da-da-da, whatever. I'm like, oh wait, that was an accident. I think that's an accident because I did that. Like, it's all done, whatever, and I got a good score on it. She didn't believe me because she saw it on the computer, whatever. Even though I never gave her a reason to not believe me ever, she just was no bullshit. Yeah, but I went to school that day and I told Miss Johnson, hey, my mom's really mad at me. Can you please fix this? Because I know I did it and you know I did it. She was like, oh yeah, I can fix it. I just can't right now, okay? And I was like, okay, it's whatever. So she told me she would fix it. I thought that would be all. My mom usually would drive to the school to pick me up, but this day she walked all the way from our house to the school, which was like about, I'm going to give it like a 20-minute walk, but it was 2 big ass hills, one hill going down and one big ass hill going up, okay? She got to the school, and the only thing she had on her was her phone and a fucking hanger. And she told me, if you're going to get bad grades, I'm going to embarrass the fuck out of you. And she beat my fucking ass with the hanger all the way home. She beat my ass with the hanger all the way home. Mind you, I have a white mother. When I was younger, I feel like I was darker too. So it just looked like this fucking white chick was like abusing a little black girl. But she was just the whole fucking way home. And my ass was literally grass. That shit was so fucking sore and bruised. And I was just like, I literally didn't do anything wrong. Like, she told me it was a fuck up, whatever. And then after we got home, a couple hours later, it got updated. And she ended up talking to Miss Shabana. And Shabana told her what happened and that she had messed up. And my mom felt so fucking bad because I literally had never ever given her a reason to do me that fucking greasy ever. Ever, ever, ever. Don't get me wrong, I got a lot of ass whoopings when I was little. But I never really did anything bad though. If that makes sense. It would just be over stupid shit like not washing my hands before I cannot even touch the refrigerator door without washing my hands. And I'm talking like being a little ass kid. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? That shit stuck with me. And that taught me if I ever fuck around, I'm gonna find out one way or another. Let's talk about the next one. This one says, I'm 100% convinced that I give off the wrong first impression and the right long-term impression. And I love this. I love this so much because I feel like the new place that I work at, I had to relive my lore by telling them what was good while they were reliving their lore and telling me what was good. because the place I worked at before, all my coworkers at my old job, we were all actually friends and we knew each other and we would hang out with each other outside of work, and we all were just like badass. Not bad. I wasn't really bad. I was just there. I was usually always the DD, but we would always just be getting into some shit. We went through a lot of shit together. Like a lot. And it's fucked up having to like go somewhere new. It literally gave the same vibe. Getting a new job is literally giving the same vibe as when you meet a new guy and you gotta retell him your favorite color and your favorite movie and shit. Like, get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to tell you all my business. My new coworkers are lit as fuck. And it's cool because I work with like people more around my age, if that makes sense. And then I work with some old ass motherfuckers. And not to be like rude or anything like that, they're older. Well, like, I fuck with them. Like, I have one lady there. Her name is Lisa. And this bitch is like nuts. Like, she's fucking crazy in the best way. And everyone is always like, "Oh, Lisa's just being crazy," but you know, I'm hearing everything she's saying and I'm clocking it, okay? I'm locking in. Every time she opens her fucking mouth, I have to listen. I have to fucking listen. Because 9 times out of 10, like, she's telling me some good shit. She's telling me some actual good shit. Okay, this one's gonna get a little TMI. When I was talking the other day with my friend Danny, and she was like something, that's why you're saving yourself. I think Lisa took that as I'm saving myself for marriage, but I'm actually only saving my back door for marriage, okay? And I was talking about that and how I would not do that ever until it's my honeymoon night and I'm with my husband and we already gotten married, no prenup. And I got like a 5-minute long tangent from her about how it's so hard. She's like, it's so hard to come across virgins nowadays. Don't tell anyone that. Don't tell anyone your fucking business, because they're all gonna only want one thing from you. And I'm like, Lisa, I know. And I felt so bad because I'm like, fuck, like, I don't want to stop you because this is so funny, but I can't bear to listen to this anymore. And it's just shit like that. My friend Kendall, she just introduced me to all her other friends the other day when I went to the beach last week or 2 weeks ago. And I was lore dropping on them like crazy. But they were living for it and they were like, "Oh my god, you're such a baddie." I was like, "Yeah." Lore drop. But yeah, it was good. We are now finished with Unqualified But Certain. But now we're going to be talking more about this main topic. I low-key just want to take these off. And so you guys can see the realness in my eyes when I tell you this. I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. Oh, and if you can't tell, I got an actual boom arm. Like, I got a real fucking boom arm. So I feel real official. Like, you guys probably can barely hear my fingers on the desk. I don't know if you can hear it. Honestly, I don't really care. We're going to be talking about how I am not a bad communicator. I just don't feel like communicating. I know last week I talked about my grandma. And I'm probably going to talk about her every week, okay? There's a lot to unpack with that, a lot of trauma behind that, but, you know. And my grandma's the type to, like, find this shit somehow. I don't even know how she would, but she's the type to find this shit and watch it and then text me and be like, "Oh, I saw what you're saying on your podcast." How do you even know what a podcast is? How do you even know how to pull up a YouTube video? No, I'm just joking. It gets kind of weird because my grandma will always want to talk to me and text me, and sometimes I just do not want to fucking talk. And that goes for everyone, not just my grandma. That goes for my fucking grandma, my uncles, my dad. I just really cannot reply to people. And it's really, really bad. I know exactly what to say. I know what I want to say. I know how to say it. But I just, sometimes I'm like, do I even need to use my energy on this? I could be doing something else. And it feels kind of fucked up sometimes. My number one is probably going to be my grandparents. The only grandparent that I really, really talk to, like, every fucking day. I have to talk to him every day or else, like, I will literally die, okay? I have to talk to my grandpa every fucking day. And when I say my grandpa, not my other... Okay, when I talked to my grandpa last week, that was my grandma's husband, Frank. But I technically think of him as, like, my grandpa because I've known him my whole entire life. And, like, he raised my mom. But when I'm saying my grandpa right now, I'm talking about Robert. Like, my mom's actual dad. I have to talk to him every fucking day or else the world will end and we will all cease to exist. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why I have to talk to him every day, because I love him, but like, I don't be fucking with the way he decides to live his life. And it gets fucked up because like me and him are so completely opposite, but we are so exactly the same. And it just gets so sickening. And he'll just say like the most unhinged bullshit. And I just gotta sit there and be like, fuck, like same, but I can't say same because that's fucking embarrassing. Well, like, I don't know how to explain this. So, my mom's parents, my grandma, my grandpa, my grandma has her mom, and my grandpa has his mom. So, I grew up living like at my great grandma's house on my mom's dad's side. And then she ended up passing in December of not 24, but of 23. And that was like, because that was my fucking girl. That was my girl. And I loved her. I just be like, I don't give a fuck. They just didn't do it like my grandma Kirk. They just didn't do it like her. She was a real ass bitch. She was always a real ass bitch. But I just like always ignore my grandparents. And I know a lot of people, you know, would be like, oh, you should talk to them because I've never met my grandparents, or all this shit about their grandparents, or their grandparents are super old, whatever. My grandma on my dad's side, she's a bit older, but my mom's mom is like in her like mid 60s, and she acts like she's in like her 40s or like 50s. But it's funny because she's like really funny, but she just I don't know. We're too similar sometimes, and it just kind of makes me sick. But also that's how I am with my sister too. Sometimes when we act the same too much, I just can't stand her ass. And then another person that I struggle with a lot talking to, this is going to be so ironic, but my therapist, Sarah. And I feel like Sarah might be watching this right now. She might have tracked me down. I kind of hope she did, because I have been ghosting her since I've been ghosting her for like 5 months. And I used to see her twice a week. Then I used to see her once a week. Then I used to see her every other week. Then we started doing once a month. But in total, I've been seeing her since 2018. And that's my girl. She's seen me through literally everything that I've been through, okay? It was either my 18th or 19th birthday. It was like the week of that birthday. We broke up. And she was like, I don't think I need to see you anymore. She's like, I don't think I need to see you regularly anymore because I think you've healed a lot and you've grown a lot. And I was like, fuck. Are you serious? Who else am I gonna spill tea with? Be fucking for real, Sarah. Be for real. And now that all this other shit has been going on, I know she wants to get a hold of me. And she keeps trying to text me, but I just am not texting her back. And there's no rhyme or reason. Like, I don't have any ill will or any negative feelings towards her at all. I have too much self-awareness that now going to her after seeing her for so long, I know what my fucking problem is. I know what I need to do to fix it, but I just choose not to. And I know there's a lot of people out there that just don't give a fuck and don't want to do the work. I just need to live my life. Like, I'm 20. I just need to live. I just need to be a girl. I always ask her to keep it real with me, no matter how much it'll hurt my feelings or whatever. And she does. And also, part of me feels like if I talk to her, she might say she's like kind of disappointed in me in the way I've been acting. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. But that's my girl, and I should text her actually. Okay, I can't text her right now. I can't do that right now because it's like 10 o'clock and she has a fucking family. I hope my girl's doing okay. I hope she's doing okay. And also, like, I'm so good at ghosting. I'm so good at ghosting. I'm so good at ghosting. And it's both a blessing and a curse because I'll ghost and then I'll, like, miss out on, like, some bomb-ass opportunities. But then I'll, like, unintentionally protect the fuck out of my peace. So it could be a win-win. It can be a win-win half the time. You have to know where your boat's floating, if you know what I mean. I've never ever fallen victim to one of these before. But this is my first time. Because usually, I know you know what this is. This is Nova 5. I'm a device girly. in a world full of disposables, okay? But I just got a wild hair up my ass today, and I wanted to try something new. And they're about to get banned, so YOLO. I'm just still really pissed that I literally deleted all of that fucking recording and I have to redo this shit all over again. Not that I have to redo it, I just feel like it's so much different the second time. Like, the second time, like, once you do something for real and you try to recreate it, it's just not the same. I'm looking for an apartment, and I think I found one, and I might move in like 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm just really good at ghosting. And I've had some friendships where I'm just like, I'm a ghost. I just had to pay $2,000. $2,000 for my dog's vet bill. Thank you, Dolly. I don't know where she's at, but thank her. Hopefully she starts picking up her own shit from now on. But I also feel like sometimes I lack communication because I was always told when I was younger, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And I just take that way too literally, because the more someone misses you, the more they're going to try to reach out. And then you're going to be able to tell how much that person misses you by the way that they reach out and by the amount of times they end up reaching out to you. And we get fucked up sometimes, but do I look like I give a fuck? No, I don't. I don't at all. This week's episode, everything fell apart and the vibe wasn't really that high. And I really don't feel that good. There's a reason I got through this. There's a reason that my footage got deleted. There's a reason that all this stuff happened. So I'm not gonna push it at all. I think it's because I was talking shit about Taylor Swift. I think it was that, honestly. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for the Barely Listening podcast. See you later. See you next week. Okay, bye guys. Love ya.